between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Jacobs to start the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first. It's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mills now.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
On second and 10, Mills.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And they'll get it down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Fourth down, Mills. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
And able to find Allen Lazard.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worrying about traffic coming out on the other end.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked went his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Mills on first down.
Open man, that's Renfro. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Throwing, Mills.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's Huntley.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
To throw, Huntley. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Huntley to throw.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mills.
Quickly a slant to Renfro.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Mills to throw it. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mills.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Like Sony thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Huntley.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And the Raiders have got him.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Ready, quick! Ready.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mills. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long for Mills. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go to halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down now, Whitfield. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's got this complete to Williams.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game. And he's got a 1st down. Back to throw. Huntley. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Huntley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Huntley. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Right after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw, Mills. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mills slow, taken in by Adams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that was really...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw.
Huntley.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
On the 6. Hey, let's go!
Throwing on first down.
Huntley.
And Sharp calls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Huntley. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here's A.J. Cole now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place it and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. To try again after the sack. Mills.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Now Mills.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
And he'll find Moreau here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now Mills on the sneak.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I think it was apparent that they were ready for that one. All you had to do was look at the line of scrimmage from a defensive standpoint. They brought in some extra bulk, wanted the point of attack, and stopped that run for a loss.
Fourth down, Mills.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Got ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sharks got it left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Here's Huntley. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
To throw, Huntley.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
This is Swift on the counter.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned,